Lesson 9.3, putting it together. Which procedure do I use? The objective for this lesson is to determine the appropriate confidence interval to construct. If we look at our overview sheet, confidence interval for sample proportions were covered in 9.1, and confidence intervals for sample means were covered in 9.2. So now 9.3 is determining which one you use. So as you can see, we're going to use this confidence interval for qualitative data or proportions, and then for quantitative data for sample means, we're going to use this confidence interval. What type of data are needed to construct a confidence interval for a population proportion? Population proportion, that is qualitative, and for qualitative we have two outcomes. Those two outcomes are considered success and failure. Besides the fact that the sample must be obtained by simple random sampling or through a randomized experiment, list the two conditions that must be met when constructing a confidence interval for population proportion P. So it needs to be what? It needs to be normal, it's this rule, and it needs to be independent. Here are your two criteria. So I'm just actually going to copy and paste that over. And then what type of data are needed to construct a confidence interval for a population mean mu? Here we have our population mean mu, and that's going to be quantitative. And besides the fact that the sample must be obtained by simple random sampling or through a randomized experiment, and that the sample size must be small relative to the size of the population, so that's covering this one, this portion. What other condition must be satisfied? So they said simple random, and they said this one. So what remains is the central limit theorem if it's greater than or equal to 30, or if it's not, then it needs to be normally distributed without any outliers. That is the end of this lesson. Please let me know if you have any questions.